Alright, welcome everybody back to 13 Not Reviews, and today I'm just doing this fucking review for the hell of it because I ain't got shit else to do. We're gonna do Ouija House. Starring, or well, I wouldn't say starring, but with cameos by Tara Reid and Tiffany Shepis and Chris Mulkey and D. Wallace Stone highlight this awful fucking film. This right here was one of the biggest garbage films of 2018, put out by ITN. Like, I mean, they advertised, this is one of those where they advertise like Tara Reid and stuff on the cover, and they're in it for like all of like 2 seconds. Mitcha Barton, I think everybody like brags on her in this film as well, but you know, I mean, the acting is not like just fucking god awfully bad, but the fucking lines and the dialogue and the script and the story is sometimes as an actor, I mean, you just can't do anything with what you have been given to work with. Now, it is directed by Ben DEMAREE. Dude, come on, man. I mean, now I'm hoping this is edited, because if this ain't edited, if somebody didn't edit this shit and put this on here, and somebody got their zeros stuck or something, because this saying estimated budget is $3.5 million. I know people with $500 films that are better than this piece of shit. The name Ouija House, they didn't even hide the twist in the fucking trailer that the house is actually the fucking Ouija board. Now it starts off with Tara Reid and Tiffany Shepis in the film, and they're fucking sneaking into this house that's supposed to be lots of spirits or whatever, and they're wanting to use the Ouija board, of course, to conjure up some kind of evil spirits. Now, they all tell the same story. Like, I mean, okay, you got that, the first part of the film, they're all in about 10 minutes. That's Tiffany Shepis and Tara Reid are in the film for like 10 minutes, if that. And then it fast forwards in time, and I hate to make fun of this film because one of my favorite actresses of all time, D. Wallace Stone, love you. I mean, if you ever get to meet D. Wallace Stone, your life will be better for it. But even she could not save this film, or Chris Mulkey. I think Chris Mulkey was in Twin Peaks, if I'm not mistaken. And Mulkey is probably the best thing about this film to me, I thought. But anyway, you fast forward, and D. Wallace Stone is Tara Reid's older version of her, and she's got a daughter, and then she's doing some kind of book she's writing where on conjuring spirits or some shit like that. But they get Tomas, which is Mulkey, I guess. The older version now, which he's at the first of it as a younger version of him, and then they get him to let him into the house again. I don't know why. I guess she didn't. Beats the fuck out of me. I don't know. The story don't make no goddamn sense. Anyway, so the girl playing D. Wallace's daughter is writing a book. They go to the house to conjure, try to summon some spirits or something again. Well, she's obviously, I don't think she's ever been to the house before. And they let her in, and she goes straight to the secret room. There's no going anywhere else. She goes straight to this fucking room, opens up the bookcase. Nowhere else, didn't hunt around the house or nothing. Just straight to it, pretty much. Opens the bookcase, and there's a Ouija board just sitting there with no dust on it under a white sheet or something. Well, she puts it back later on, tries to go back, get the Ouija board, and it's fucking gone. You know, fast forward a little bit, like we get into talking about the story of the house, why it's like fucked up, and I guess there was a band of witches, a coven of witches. And they had the warlock. Each coven had a warlock, and they were doing spells, and the warlock went fucking mad and made a ram's fucking headdress out of ram shit. And he's sitting there drinking or pouring the blood on him, and then he's got this evil coven now. And the women are like all naked around him. We're supposed to be in the woods, and they're cleaner than, I mean, just not a drop of dirt on them. They're just fucking just clean as fuck, wearing fucking, it's supposed to be like, I don't know what year this is supposed to be, but they're wearing fucking Mardi Gras mask and doing the seance. And the dude comes over and writes letters. He has some writes letters on their boobs. I guess it's like how they used to sign back in the day. But he is obsessed with word puzzles or whatever, and starts like, I guess they killed babies. Like they bring families in and have them play this word game. I guess that's where you get the Ouija stuff from. Because it's a word game. I don't know. I didn't get the word game. Don't understand how it works. I don't think anybody did, because everybody fucking lost. And they lost their kid, and he sacrificed the kid. They didn't have the balls to show anything or how they did it. It just says it. And then you go back to the house, and these people are summoning the spirit, and then something's talking to them. They just said the fucking story, and then the spirit wants to play a word game, and they're wondering what spirit they're fucking talking to. Come the fuck on. That's the dumbest shit. You just fucking told the story, and then you ask yourself, well, who are you? Who are we talking to? And I was just like, this is the only spirit that anybody talks about in the fucking film that happened in this place. And it was supposed to be in the house. And lo and behold, when it shows the flashbacks, I don't see no fucking house. And the house is like beautiful, and it's fucking nice, and it looks like it's new. So I didn't understand, like, this house is supposed to be old and haunted, and it looks like Leonardo DiCaprio lives there or something. It's that nice. And it's just, it's one of the worst films I've seen in a while. And especially if it cost $3.5 million to make this film. What's your name? Tell me this is wrong. Tell me somebody on here. Get in the comments, and I apologize if I'm wrong, but that's what your IMDb says. Ben DEMAREE, if your film costs $3.5 million, you probably need to quit. I mean, I realize the actors have to get paid and everything, but I mean, come on, dude. I would have spent that $3.5 million somewhere else because they didn't help your film. Tara Reid did not help your film. Tiffany Shepard had so little to do with it, she did not help your film. Dee Wallace Stone could not save this film, and I love her to death. You could have done a lot better spending that money somewhere else. I hate to tell you. There's one scene too where they lose the Ouija board, or some shit happens to the Ouija board. I don't fucking know. So they're like, oh, you can make a Ouija board out of anything. And then one of the girls gets drunk. She's in there fucking down in the goddamn wine, and comes out and is like, and it has letters written all over. We're gonna play Ouija on me. How about that? And everybody's down. Everybody's like, oh fuck yeah, let's do it. And so she goes and gets one of the witch stones just laying on the fucking shelf, and they start holding the Ouija board, holding the stone over, and they start asking, is there a ghost in the house? Well, they start going up. There's no letters on the face, okay? You got letters all over, just on her body. The stone starts going up her neck, towards her chin. Now, at this point, I think I would stop the fucking rock from going anywhere. It just gets kind of stupid. And the bitch even opens up her fucking mouth and lets the stone go in her mouth, and she starts choking on it. Well, lo and behold, here's the Ouija part. I'm spoiling this whole motherfucker for you, and I really don't care, because you don't need to see it any fucking way. I mean, you can. I mean, if this intrigues you any, then go ahead. Lo and behold, she chokes on the rock, I guess. Like, I mean, they put the rock in her mouth. She even let it go in her mouth, which is fucking weird. And then it goes down her throat, into her stomach, and she becomes the whatever it is, the Ouija piece. And lo and behold, there's letters behind the wallpaper, just in different spots of the house, that you ask her the question, and she runs to the. It's fucking. I mean, if the movie didn't take itself so seriously, it might be okay if they tried to make it funny. But the fact that it wasn't supposed to be funny, and you got this girl run into a letter in the house, in different parts of the house, to spell something out, it just got fucking stupid. I don't fucking know what the fuck happened here, but Uh, the ending, I guess, whatever. You know, it's just it's. I hope, man. Just please tell me it didn't cost 3.5, maybe 3,000, maybe 3,500. I mean, it would be nice if that's all it cost. But this $3.5 million, if it costs that, then y'all need to just quit. Just give up. I mean, the shots wasn't bad. The cinematography wasn't bad. It just suffers from a bad script and just bad. It wasn't very good special effects. I mean, wasn't much to it. It's just bad script, bad story. I mean, bad dialogue. There's one scene, wow, we're fucking almost to dead babies are us. I mean, even the corny lines wasn't even good in this film. So I would give this, if I was still ranking films, I would give this like a 0.5 or maybe a 1 just because Dee Wallace Stone's in it. I don't know how you got her to be in this film. Maybe y'all know each other from a ways back or something, or she's doing you a favor or something. I don't know. But nobody that was anybody really helped this film. It would have probably been better if y'all didn't even get the stars to be in it at all, to tell you the truth. Anyway, I would give this about a 0.5 out of fucking, I don't know. I don't even know if I give it that. If I could give it a 0, I would. But like I said, I'll give it a little bit just because I was intrigued because it had Dee Wallace Stone, and then I watched it and I was like, this is probably the worst film of 2018. Anyway, hope y'all enjoyed. I mean, not all of them can be winners. You know, they are some losers. Everybody has different tastes. Anyway, I appreciate y'all hanging with me. Y'all come back and hang with me again sometime.